Hello, everyone, and welcome. We've got a Division One matchup here in Round 7 of the Collegiate Chess League Spring 2023 season. This is UCLA versus UC San Diego, and just to remind you all what's at stake, we've got $30,000 on the line in playoffs, 10,000 of which is in Division One alone. So these two teams are fighting for a playoff spot. Let's dive in and check out what's going on. Also, these schools are rivals. This is UCLA versus UC San Diego. Which UC will come out on top? Arena is tomorrow, yeah, Sunday at 11. So in 24 hours. I don't know why at like 10:30 I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about this Sunday arena." But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was Sunday for a second. But it is not Sunday, it's Saturday, which means we've got a Division 1 Group A matchup here at the default time. UCLA versus UC San Diego. These are two tough teams, both looking to make a splash in the playoffs. But yeah, we've got not only playoff spots on the line, we've got some school pride on the line. UCLA and UC San Diego. I actually was planning on going to UC San Diego for undergrad, and then I visited UCLA and made the switch. So really glad that I decided to do that. All right, looks like black's going for the C2 square. That will come with a fork. How to defend this? It's not so obvious. If you go here, you lose that. So bishop back to A4, defending backwards. Your match started an hour earlier than normal. Yeah. What school do you go to? I'm in. Also, bishop takes. There's no pawn takes. Well, maybe there is pawn takes because we have this. This is interesting. Maybe rook takes, queen takes, pawn takes, rook takes with check, rook takes, knight takes is an idea. You go to Cape Town. Okay, cool. Well, you guys are looking good to win the membership prizes if you guys can hold on to first place in tomorrow's arena. So if you want to check that out, exclamation point roster. Also, I do want to say that UCLA and UC San Diego are both in the Chess Madness bracket still. So if you'd like to vote for them, please go and do so. I believe UCLA is losing to Lafayette or Louisiana or something. I don't know. It's very upsetting. I had them going all the way. So hopefully UCLA can follow through and win, but who knows? Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, well, anywho, the knight's getting kicked away. This is Ace Mar, top board from UCLA, playing against King Mora, who is Shannon from San Diego. These two teams apparently are doing a 3v3 match, or so I've been told. So they're both missing a player. Apparently, this is a tough time of the school year for a lot of schools that have a semester system and whatnot. So, all right, are we going to see queen takes? Takes, takes, and then takes? Or takes? Maybe. I could definitely see it. I could see it. Second place needs 42 points minimum times 4 to catch up, even if we get no points. Hey, that's pretty good. I think you guys are definitely the favorite. So props on that. If I check, first place overall gets 4 3-month diamond memberships. So yeah, you guys are up by a lot, actually. A lot of points. You're almost at 400 total, and the next best is Narfu at 229. Bangladesh is right behind them by 2 points at 227, and then UT Dallas is at 204. So it's close. It's close. But also apparently third and fourth get the same prize of 4x3 month platinum. So yeah, that's interesting. All right. Anyways, what just happened here? We had the knight retreated, bishop takes, double isolate those pawns, queen out to f3. That's a dual attack. And if okay, bishop takes here, queen takes. Now all these pawns are doubled and isolated. You can go here, bishop can come here or here, but probably this is more accurate. The rook does have to move though. That's a fork. Bishop here defends both, also centralizes. Rook here, there's this maybe. So yeah, I like white. Black has terrible pawns here, and I'm not sure. At least double that to one. Yeah, I don't think they would. All right, A Smart is up on time. I don't see any of the other games, unfortunately. Where's the rest of the team, huh? These two showed up on time. Everyone else is missing. Nope, I see them now. Okay. We got Richard versus Gabe. This is basically top board versus top board. Basically. Ace Mar. Yeah. Not top board yet. We've got Hirsch versus, is this Vatsal? Yeah. So it looks like Daniel and Debil are not here for these two teams, which is unfortunate for UCLA. Because Daniel's one of their better players for sure. We have Hirsch instead. Board 4 for the Bruins. Or I guess I should say board 3. I don't know. What is it? This is out of 12 points, I guess. So first to 6.5 wins. Hirsch is completely losing, by the way. King here now. Yep. It's GG. Okay. Gabe and Richard. So point for Vatsal over Hirsch. Attendance might not be so strong. Yeah, that's what a lot of schools are facing right now, apparently. Okay. Doubled rooks going after the A pawn. Gabe's looking to take down Richard. 3 minutes for Gabe, only 30 seconds for Richard. Bishop back to defend the pawn. But now, maybe here and here. I don't know. Richard offered a draw. I don't think Gabe will take it. Let's see back with Ashton. Ashton's playing against King Mora Shannon. Opposite color bishops. Bishop e5, I'm guessing. Just to defend the pawn. Is there d5 there? Was d5 a move? Yeah, d5 was a move. Threatening the bishop takes, rook takes. Hmm. Didn't go for it. Bishop to b4 now. Can maybe play a5. H pawn's hanging. It's not good. Now d5. Rook takes pawn. There's rook takes h4 now. Ah, fork. Forcing the trade. So we have opposite color bishops. Black is up. A lot of pawns, but they're doubled and isolated and opposite color bishops. This pawn promotes on a light square, which is very helpful. But hard to make progress for sure. Hi, Anushka. How are you? Who do you want to win? UCLA or UC San Diego? We've got a big matchup here. So, is King C5 a move? I would I would think it's a move. You want UCLA to win? Nice. I am good as well, thank you. I don't know where the UCLA people are, you know? Less than 10 seconds for Gabe. Both players very low on time. Same with the Ashton game. So let's see. What's going on in this one? Rook here, sacrificing. What? Bishop a6 check. Wow, that was winning the exchange. Rook takes b7. King takes. King takes. Discovery. King f7. Pawn pushes through. So down a bishop, but up a pawn. Like a really strong pawn. Sacking the rook. Rook sack. There's a check. Rook block. You can trade and take. Yep. King takes. And now push on home. Alright, so Gabe's gonna win that one. How's Ashton doing? Opposite color bishop still. Down 2 pawns. You can take the H pawn. Right? Oh, now you can. There it is. Alright, it should be a draw. Alright. So, oh my god, wait, Richard won? No way, dude. Gabe flagged? My brother. Bro. No way. No way. No way. Oh my god. Alright, Richard wins. That's insane. Insane. Alright, Ashton draws Mora. Alright, so 2.5 to a half after first round. Dude, oh boy. Rough start, rough start. Also, I wonder if both teams are mutually missing a board. I guess that must be the case. But like how The increment's not enough. I don't know, Gabe. What happened? He said his Wi-Fi cut out, and Richard said he was literally about to resign. That's why you never resign. And you guys got to play on Ethernet. Can't be having the Wi-Fi gambits. You've mentally resigned. Whoa, Richard said he'll give you the win on Nace. Unbelievable. Richard trying to retroactively forfeit. I don't know, man. Oh, yeah. Richard just being way too kind. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Um, I mean, hmm. I don't even know if you can do that unless you've already qualified. They're putting in, I think, draws for. They're putting in the. They're putting in the points 2.5 or two. I don't know. This whole thing's scuffed. So UCLA and UC San Diego will both qualify for the playoffs regardless of this match if and only if Arizona State beats Northwestern. So if Northwestern beats Arizona State, which I believe that match is happening right now. Actually, no, sorry, it happens tomorrow. That's why I'm not streaming it. Um, then there might be a tie with Northwestern and whoever loses this match. Anyways, good guy Richard. He doesn't want the win on the Wi-Fi gambit. I see Richard has just announced that we're live. All right, Richard, are you there? I'm calling you out, man. Why is UCLA losing in Chess Madness? They're losing in Chess Madness and against UC San Diego. Like, what's going on? Unacceptable. Where's Daniel? All right. Anyways, um, man, Richard going for the sportsmanship award, perhaps. Um, anyways, I see two games. Um, man, if it's 3v3, does that mean there's only 3 rounds? That means there's 9 games. See, I guess it's only 3 rounds. So it's the first to 5 wins. This match is 3v3. Yeah. They both are missing a player, which, I mean, I don't really understand. I'm pretty sure UCLA has like 4 subs plus like all their other teams. It's kind of cool. I disagree. The 9 p.m. inning time is it's Pacific time. Yeah, Chess Madness ends in just over 9 hours, 9 hours and 40 minutes. Also, the international bracket, none of us have set, so hopefully people aren't getting extracurricular votes but who knows? Yeah, Mosheroff, I see you, dude. I saw you post on Discord. I'm sorry. We're slacking. Take care, Anushka. You're looking at US times, not international. Yeah, international, I think we messed up. Thank you, Anushka. Okay. I don't see the third game. Probably on the NACE website. They probably just don't have. I guess they're gonna do 4 rounds, but they should not be given, these extra points. SIUC is trailing by 14 votes. How did I mess up, if I can reveal? Messed up for what? I could have played, but after spending over a week unsuccessfully trying to find another time, thought this was fair. After spending over a week unsuccessfully trying to find another time. So they reached out to you like over a week ago. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's fair. You guys are being too nice. We got Richard giving up a point after winning on time, and we've got Daniel sitting on the sideline watching his team lose. Why didn't you play instead of Hirsch? No offense to Hirsch, but I don't know. Maybe I should stop questioning things. I'm just sitting back and watching some chess be played. No problem. You don't care. All right, that's great. I'm sorry I asked. I should have assumed that you didn't care. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. I'm the crazy one. It's all good. Hirsch is winning anyways, so um although I guess Hirsch lost in the first round, but um yeah, I wonder who UCLA is gonna play in the playoffs. Assuming Arizona State will beat Northwestern. If Northwestern wins tomorrow, then whoever loses this match will be tied with them for seventh, which means they'll have to look at tie breaks to determine who's eliminated. So this could be someone's last match of the season. But actually, maybe I should look up what the head-to-head matchup is between these schools in Northwestern, if I can look that up. Um, let's see. Northwestern they lost to UCLA and UC San Diego. So I think that means that even if Northwestern wins tomorrow, they're automatically forfeited. Or not forfeited, but they don't qualify for playoffs. So I guess both these teams will make playoffs no matter what. Um, but I guess what they're fighting for is, I think whoever loses this is gonna have to play like Yale or something. It's like the winner of this match gets to play the second wildcard team instead of the first. So I think whoever loses this match probably has no chance against whoever they playing in the playoffs first week. Will we be getting contacted about top 2 and group buys, or is it just going to show up on NACE once we have opponent in quarters? We will have a playoff bracket announced for each division, so that should be next week. Earliest would be Monday, but I'm sure we have to do some like fair play review and double checking tie breaks and all of that before we announce anything. So all right. Richard very low on time, also down on position. We have Vatsal versus Gabe. And Queen h6 threatens mate in 1, but black has played f6 to play rook here to defend. Rook here maybe is a move. Takes, there's knight takes, hitting this pawn. White's king is very exposed. Alright. Rook takes knight is a threat. Rook takes, queen takes. Actually, is it a threat? Okay, knight takes opens this up, attacks here. So yeah, the pawn was not defended. The queen has to move. And then there's rook takes f1 check. And then there's knight e3, there's rook here. Also, this is hanging. But it looks like Gabe's doing pretty well. Gabe is down on time. All right, there's a check. King back. This is mate again. Don't forget about that. Less than 20 seconds now. Pawn push. Defending the knight as well. Queen in. Attacking this. Pawn push, there's here. Queen defends backwards. Apparently queen takes c2 was mate in 5. But okay. Check, check, and mates. So Gabe gets a point. Richard's less than 5 seconds here. One second for Richard. The bishop is eating up all of the pawns. So really good game from Hirsch. I guess he won a piece somehow. Let's see. I mean, White's got a really solid, structure, but traded the light square bishops off, and Black creates a pass pawn. Yeah, Hirsch wins by resignation. Richard not risking the Wi-Fi gambit again, apparently. His takeaway is to win quicker. So yeah, it's tied match here, but I think San Diego is giving up a point. So I guess 3.5 to 1.5 lead for UCLA. So they only need 1.5 points left. Um, all right, waiting for round 3. Will the 4 bye teams play the 4 wildcard teams in quarters? Yes. There should be a bracket listed in our rules. Maybe not. All right, King Mora versus Hirsch. Yeah, it looks like Richard's playing a practice game against the GM while he waits. So, all right. Yeah, Richard hasn't been playing very well. So, getting a warm-up game in between rounds. You got Ashton versus Vatsal. Vatsal with the white pieces. Looks like this was an Italian. Just to show you all the opening. Joko piano. Bishop back to b3. Black plays a5 so that white can't play a5. Now it's white's turn, maybe getting the bishop out. Bishop e3 makes sense. Rook e1 is another move. Rook e1's been played. Bishop g4 pins the knight. Helps protect the e-pawn. Pawn push. Bishop back. Now, does white go for g4 and try to win the e-pawn? That is the question. That is the question. Problem is g4, bishop here attacks the d-pawn. So we see bishop e3 first. Bishop b3 is best. Yeah, Bobby plays bishop b3 a lot. Just tucks the bishop back. All right, rook e8. Knight d2, connecting the knights. Maybe gonna go to f1 to g3 or to e4 here, or maybe the queen is free to move now. Queen e1. Pressure on the e-file makes sense. Actually, yeah, how do you defend? So, okay, queen here. So staying in the pin, but freeing up the e1 square for the other rook. Tripled up now on the e-file. So lots of pressure there. Let's check in on Hirsch versus King Mora. Hirsch is underrated, perhaps. Trying to make Daniel proud. Earning his spot. Hey, Brody, good to see you. Brody, we got some more 2K plus rated players playing some chess. This match is a 3v3 though. So that's why it might seem low scoring. This is round 3. They probably could have done it in 3 rounds, but they're doing it in 4. Because they're using the NACE platform still. Right. Hirsch is looking good. I mean, active rooks, pink-headed bishops, strong center. Controlling the E square. Black wants to play for E5, perhaps, but it's just not ready. Pawn takes comes with tempo on the queen. This knight is not very good, right? What is this knight doing, though? So, yeah, black bringing back their worst place piece, trying to look for greener pastures. What's white doing? Actually didn't see. Okay, king to the corner for both sides. Okay, queen over. Computer didn't like that move so much. What did it like better? It likes a4 or knight d1 or rook f2. Yeah, queen c2 blunders the d pawn actually. So that was very peculiar. Yeah, Hirsch was playing well and just drops the pawn. So peculiar behavior for sure. Odd move. A mistake. Richard lost to a grandmaster. So Richard hasn't won a game yet. Okay. Also, Brody, if you're wondering why I'm saying Richard, it's the UC San Diego Richard. There's a different Richard out there, believe it or not. I know we're watching UCLA play, but I don't know. Richard announced in the Discord at least. So I don't know if he's watching on Twitch though. When does the UCLA basketball team play again? I have UCLA winning every bracket. If UCLA makes it to the playoffs, they're winning the whole thing. Actually, I think I mentioned they're guaranteed to make the playoffs, but anyways. What's going on in this game? Oh yeah, what was the we just didn't stop the vote yet for the first round. We forgot. We're just not keeping an eye on it. So probably after this, I'll do that. All right, so this position's pretty knotted up. Queen b3, pressure on the b pawn. So b6 is played, very logical. Is there a way to check the number of votes? Once you vote, then you can hover your mouse over the percentage or something, and I think it'll show you the votes. Okay, knight takes bishop, pawn takes, bishop comes in, hitting the rook. Rook goes to the f file, hitting the bishop. It is defended. And this pawn is defended by the knight. Pawn push, definitely trying to open the e file. So this makes sense. Computer likes e takes, which to me is kind of crazy because after rook takes, I don't know, man. What's the story with that? E takes it wants e takes rook here. I don't know. I'm confused. Knight here. Well, now you can take on e5 with tempo on the queen. And then what? Then take here and take here? I don't know. Dude, I have no idea I want to know what's wrong with this. Like, what am I missing? It lows black there somehow. How is that possible? What queen takes? There's just no way. Probably that's it. You're not stopping queen g3. It's wild. That is wild. The pawn on f4 is more valuable than the knight. So anyways, all right. Yeah, e takes not found from Vatsal. Or f takes. Very important f takes in this position. Instead takes here, sacking the exchange. And now you have the pawn on f4 attacking the rook. Vatsal's got to move the rook. What? Doesn't move the rook. Wants to play here and checkmate. Well, don't forget about queen g3. Okay, queen e1, threatening queen h4, but the queen is into f4, defending the e pawn and playing queen h6. Trade off here, and Vatsal's going to resign. Ashton wins this one. All right, Ashton with the big point. And did Hirsch beat King Mora? Was this round? Yeah, it was. So blunders the pawn. Knight here. Discovery on the bishop. Queen takes. Doubles the rooks. Pins the rook. Wow. Wow. Queen takes f6. Holy smokes. That's a brutal move, man. You needed king g7 here, apparently. Wow. Queen takes. Rook takes. And you're winning the queen back. You're going to be up a rook. Dude, Hirsch is crushing it right now. 2 out of 3. So UCLA wins both those games. Richard just beat Dorimon, which is a potential sneak peek preview of round 1 playoff matchup next weekend. Yale versus UC San Diego. Who knows? But good to see Richard's still getting some practice games in. He's at 2694, higher rated than Uni Kim from Yale. But yeah, I'm ready for I think what's supposed to be the fourth and final round. All right, here we go. Gabe versus Shannon. Gabe is the favorite. I don't think UC San Diego has gotten any points since the first round. How are tiebreaks decided for buys? What do you mean? You mean tiebreaks for the playoff standings? Or tiebreaks for forfeit wins? Tiebreaks, so if you go to our rules, if you do exclamation point rules, if it's a two-way tie, you look at head-to-head matchup. If it's more than two-way tie, you do based off cumulative points throughout the season. So your score from all your matches are added up, and whoever has the most points will win on tiebreaks. That's for matches that's for ties that are more than two-way. So a three-way tie or more, we'll look at that. If it's only a tie between two teams, you look at head-to-head matchup. Bishop hits the queen. Queen's got to move. How do buys contribute to cumulative score? What if it's a three-way tie, but one of the teams lost to both the other teams? It doesn't matter. If it's a three-way tie, we just look at the cumulative score. So that'd be very interesting if one team loses to two teams but has a higher cumulative score than the other two. That'll be interesting. How do buys contribute to cumulative score? If you mean like a forfeit loss, like some some teams did get buys because teams withdrew, or like for instance the bottom division didn't have a full 16 team division, so they got buys. Those buys would not count towards anything. But if it's a forfeit loss or win, I have to figure out if they get the full 16 points or not. I'm also not sure if overtime rounds will also impact the did Gabe just find a draw? Or wait, you could take this, I guess. But I guess King Mora could try to initiate a draw. No, just bishop takes, knight in, bishop back. Others did not. Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to play all four games. Okay, so we're watching Gabe versus Shannon here, but we also have Ashton versus Richard. I think UC San Diego needs to win both of these to tie it, and then go to overtime, which is kind of interesting. Um, but I also think that UC San Diego forfeited a point, so I think UCLA might have already won this match, to be honest, on the NACE scoreboard probably, because it very well could be 5.5 to 1.5. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I don't think UC San Diego would tie it. I think Hirsch is OP. I think Hirsch lost the first round. Who did he lose to? Did he lose to Vatsal? He must have. But yeah, Vatsal's good. Vatsal is not playing this round. I guess they've already played all 3 games. But yeah, Richard with the black pieces. Lots of pressure on H6, by the way. Attacked 3 times, only defended twice. Knight takes. And now, what do we take? We probably take... Knight check here is kind of annoying. I mean, it all should be winning. Ashton is crushing, dude. What's going on with Richard today? Not Richard's day. So it looks like UCLA should be able to win this match and get a higher seed than San Diego, which I think is a very significant upgrade for their playoff chances. Because then it might be like UCLA versus Michigan, something like that. So that'll be interesting. So, yeah. And then they make it to quarterfinals if they could win the first round. And if you win in quarterfinals, then you get in the prize money because you make it to semifinals. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe like yeah, if you make it to quarterfinals, you got to be playing against a really strong team at that point. You'd be playing against UTRGV or UT Dallas, basically. Um, or if you're in the other group, you'd be playing against SLU or Mizzou. So, yeah, if you could beat one of those 4 teams, then you deserve some cash. That's basically how the rules are set up. All right, queen in, attacking the bishop, attacking the pawn. White is dominating right now, just completely crushing Richard. How is Gabe doing? Gabe has a knight versus a bishop, but utilizing the dark squares. That knight's on a brilliant outpost on E5. Missouri in your March Madness bracket. Nice. Jamming Jam. What school do you go to again? Jam, I think, was like... I think there's 2 ambassadors named Jam. But I think one of them is from Mount Sac. You're from McGill. Okay. What's going on in this game? Maybe... Yeah, Ashton beats Richard. Richard just resigns. So did Richard get swept today? Yeah, the problem was Richard grabs this H pawn, not doing himself any favors there. Queen in, wins the bishop. Yeah, that's just GG. Okay. Shannon versus Gabe now. So point for Ashton. He goes 2.5 out of 3. So after drawing the first round against Shannon, he wins the next 2. And yeah, that should just about do it. I think UCLA is officially winning this against San Diego. Um, so yeah, UCLA. I'm guessing they're playing against Michigan next weekend in the playoffs. So that'll be exciting. San Diego, I think they'll play against Yale. I'm guessing. So results are not final. We have to wait till fair play review and some other checking. Um, so yeah. This is the last CCL match for today, but I do want to remind you all that we have another match that we'll be covering at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is 7 Eastern and 6 Central or 5 Mountain. International, I have no idea. You guys are going to have to figure that out. But basically, it's in 4 hours. It's going to be Georgia Tech versus Carnegie Mellon. There's a grudge match going on. So you don't want to miss it. This is very hype, as they say. And then tomorrow we'll have a couple matches to show. I think there's 3 in the morning that I'll cover, and then we have the final weekly prize arena of the season at 11 a.m. Pacific, which is exactly 23 hours from now. So if you're in the ambassador program, you have a chance at winning a signed Danny Wrench hat, which I have right here. So if you want it, and here's the proof of the signature. There it is on the inside. You can play in the weekly arena and you'll have a good chance of winning it. I got a lot of cat hair on this hat, unfortunately. But maybe I'll clean it up before I ship it out. We'll do the raffle for it in the podcast. Hopefully next week. We might have to shift that earlier. I will not be here next weekend, so I unfortunately won't be able to stream the first weekend of playoffs. But that'll be a fun opportunity for someone else to maybe cover it and stream it. Okay, knight c5 is good for Gabe. Let's see if he can find it. Knight c5 should win the e-pawn. He's got 45 seconds. King Mora just under 10 seconds. Yep, he finds it. Strong move. Bishop goes back, but now knight takes on e4. Gabe, he's thinking about it. He takes. He's attacking the g-pawn. King Mora is going to flag. 3 seconds. Pushes the pawn. Defending it. But now, knight hits the bishop. Oh, no time. Gabe gets the dub. Gets the job done. And rough start for the UCLA team, but they were like perfect after that. I don't know if they lost a game after the first round. So yeah, final score 6.5 to 2.5. If Richard overturns his point, it's actually 7.5 to 1.5, which is a pretty dominant performance. And UCLA showing a bit of mercy from their leadership, not putting on a fourth board. So, yeah, it could have been even worse. Okay. That's it for me for now. Appreciate you all watching. Congrats to UCLA. Good luck to both these teams in the playoffs. I believe both of them should qualify already. There is one last match tomorrow, Arizona State versus Northwestern. I don't think it has implications for playoff standings, but you never know. Other than that, stay tuned. In 4 hours, we have Carnegie Mellon versus Georgia Tech, not in the CCL, but just a grudge match that they've set up on the side. So that's a big, exciting one coming up. And yeah, like I said, tomorrow we have a couple last matches left to cover in the CCL before the regular season ends. And then we have our last weekly prize arena where we're giving away a signed Danny Wrench hat as well as a bunch of chess.com memberships. So exciting times, playoffs starting next weekend. And then we have the Final Four the weekend after that, as well as the quarterfinals. And then, yeah, semifinals and finals. So basically 4 weekends left of the season. That's 1 month of chess. So, yeah. All right, thank you, everyone. And I'm going to head out and raid you all summer. So stick around for that. And I will see you hopefully for this Carnegie Mellon versus Georgia Tech match in 4 hours. If not, hopefully tomorrow. All right, take care, everyone.